The seed, the soil, and the harvest, a lesson on investing and patience. Shalom, everyone. Today I want to talk about investing, but I want to explain it through something the Most High already showed us in creation, the planting of a seed. Many people are introduced to investing, a business opportunity, a new skill, or a new path in life. Sometimes they think that person who showed them is the source, but Scripture teaches us differently. In 1 Corinthians chapter 3, Paul says, "I have planted, Apollos watered, but God gave the increase." The lesson is simple. One person plants, another person waters, but neither one causes the growth. The Most High causes the growth. So when someone comes into your life and introduces you to investing, teaches you a trade, shows you how to build a business, or helps you learn a new skill, understand that the Most High may be using that person to plant a seed. The person is not the source. The Most High is the source. Now let's think about what happens when a farmer plants a seed. The farmer places the seed into the ground and covers it with soil. Then something interesting happens. Nothing. At least that's what it looks like. The farmer cannot see beneath the soil. He cannot see the roots forming. He cannot see the seed breaking open. He cannot see the first stages of growth. But growth is taking place anyway. Many people treat investing the opposite way. They invest on Monday. They check it Tuesday. They check it Wednesday. They check it Thursday. They become discouraged Friday. They panic Saturday. And by Sunday, they're ready to quit. Why? Because they don't see what is happening beneath the surface. But Scripture teaches us that creation itself operates through seasons. Genesis chapter 8 says, "While the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest shall not cease." Notice the order. First comes seed time, then comes harvest. The Most High never said harvest comes first. Yet many people want results before they have given anything time to grow. A farmer doesn't plant corn today and expect a field tomorrow. He understands that growth requires time. The same is true for investing. The same is true for building a business. The same is true for learning a skill. The same is true for improving your life. Before there is fruit, there must be roots, and roots grow where nobody can see them. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 says, "Cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days, not after a few hours, not after a few days, after many days." The lesson is patience. The Most High created a world that functions through process, seed, growth, harvest. Now let's take it one step further. The farmer doesn't just plant the seed and forget about it. He waters it. He protects it. He removes weeds. He continues doing the work. Likewise, when you invest, you continue learning. You continue studying. You continue improving yourself. You continue being disciplined. You continue being a good steward. Because stewardship is part of the process. Many people want the harvest, but do not want the responsibility of caring for what has been planted. Then we come to another important lesson. Sometimes fear causes people to dig up their seed. Imagine planting a seed and then digging it up every morning to see if it has grown. Eventually, you would destroy it. Yet that is exactly what many people do in life. They start something, they become impatient, they panic, they abandon it, then they wonder why there was no harvest. The problem wasn't the seed. The problem was they never gave it time. In Mark chapter 4, Scripture speaks about a seed growing and says, "The seed should spring and grow up, he knoweth not how." The farmer doesn't understand every detail of the process, yet growth still occurs. Why? Because the Most High established the laws of creation. The farmer's responsibility is faithfulness. The increase belongs to the Most High. Now let's bring this all together. If the Most High places someone in your life to teach you a skill, show you an opportunity, introduce you to investing, or help you grow in wisdom, recognize that a seed may be being planted. Your responsibility is not to become impatient. Your responsibility is not to dig up the seed. Your responsibility is not to demand a harvest tomorrow. Your responsibility is to water it with learning, protect it with discipline, nurture it with consistency, and trust the process the Most High established. Galatians chapter 6 says, "Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." And a few verses later, "Let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season we shall reap if we faint not." That's the message. In due season. Not our season, not our timetable. In due season. The Most High controls the increase. The Most High controls the growth. The Most High controls the harvest. Our responsibility is simply to be faithful stewards of the seed He has placed in our hands.